Welcome to Walnut School at the Wakad campus. Let us make sure you are at the right place before we start our tour. Our campus has two entrances. One is for the buses, which is from the Pink City Road. The other is from the road going towards Wakad Police Station. That is for Mama children. Mama children are students who are dropped and picked up by their parents. They do not come with the transport provider that the school has collaborated with. To start the tour, you should be standing on the ground floor near the Mama Child entrance at the office. If you are not here, pause the video and make sure you go there and then start it again.
If the school is in session, you won't be allowed to go inside and walk around. In that case, you can watch this whole video and get to see what's what. If school is not in session, then you can take a look at the school. In that case, you can still use this video as your tour guide. Just make sure you pause the video till you reach the next point that you're being told about. Ready? Now let me start to show you around our school.
From the office, there's a door that opens directly into the Stilt area of the building. Go there and keep walking straight ahead. You can see an exit to the building on the other side. We're going to go there. But don't walk too fast. I want to tell you a few things on the way. If you are facing the other exit of the building, on your left, you can see a long road that connects both our gates. The buses come in on this road right up to the building and drop or pick up the kids. On the right, you can see the green football ground. Are you tempted to go and play a little yourself? Even this area where you're standing in right now is also used by the students to play. This area is also used for students to gather together when they come to school or when they go home. Now go straight towards the staircase and the other exit to the building. Come and stand on the steps of the exit. On your left, you see that road for buses that we talked about. Ahead of you, at the moment, is the Experience Center that we were using as an office last year when our building was not ready. Ahead of the Experience Center is the entrance from the Pink City Road side. On your right, you can see the volleyball court area. There are two volleyball courts here. Ahead of that, there are two basketball courts. At this moment, you can see that one basketball court is covered. Let's walk towards that. Cross the Experience Center and go to the other side. Go stand under the covered basketball court. Look at the amazing tensile structure and cover. This is one of the many all-weather sports areas that we have. Our students have a sports period in the timetable every day. They have to be able to play sports even if it's raining or it's sunny. So we will be covering many sports areas like this as our strength increases. We also have a lot of fun events here on our grounds. You should definitely watch our videos to understand how much fun the students have throughout the year. You can also get to know more about daily sports at Walnut School through our other videos. So you have walked to the other side of our campus. Now turn around and look at the whole campus. As you can now see on your right, we have the long road. On your left, we have all the sports grounds. You can also see the school building. There are two stilt floors, ground and one, and 4 floors of classrooms and activity rooms above that, so floors 2 to 5. We have structurally made the building for 9 floors and have permission for it too. What you see right now is phase 1 of the school building. There are 2 more phases like this planned for the future as the strength increases. As you see, if we wish to, we can also add in 4 more floors after all 3 phases are built. The Experience Center is in the location of the 3rd phase. And in the remaining area between the Experience Center and the front gate, we are building open stadium seating for student matches, performances and carnivals. Now let's head back to the building. Go to the staircase and get into the lift and go to the 4th floor. There is actually 1 more floor of rooms above this, but we are not using it next year or this year. We are going up by lift and starting from the top so that you can keep climbing down as we go through the rest of the building. That's easier, isn't it?
We have so many things that we do differently in Walnut School. Our students and our parents get a wonderful experience and advanced academics and a lot of learning, but without any of the unnecessary stress. Do go through our information videos so that you understand the main points of our school.
Have you reached the 4th floor? Great! Come out and see. When you come out of this room, you can see that we are getting the science lab ready. This is actually for next year. This year we have not been using this floor at all. We have another hands-on activity room downstairs which also works as a science lab. Let's walk down to the third floor. Now you can take the stairs. As soon as you land on any floor, you can see the washrooms. The blue ones are for the boys and the pink ones are for the girls. We have separate washrooms for boys and girls on each floor. There is a separate team of people to keep the washrooms clean. The washrooms are always kept in spick and span condition. Students are allowed to take breaks to go to the washroom during classroom changes. Right opposite the girls' washroom, the one with the pink door, you can see the water fountains. You can also see water fountains on each floor. Students have a 5-minute break after every half an hour for classroom changes. They can also drink water at this time. Walk towards the classrooms now. You can see that there are signs of different activities on different classrooms. This is our subject-wise classroom theme. After each period, students move out of one class and go into another depending on what period they have next. You should go through our videos explaining the way bagless schools and subject-wise classrooms work. Now go to any classroom and observe what I'm showing you. You see that each classroom has 2 doors, one in and one out. Go to the outdoor of any class on this floor. On the outdoor, you can see a timetable. This is interesting. Take a look at it. When the bell rings, the students go to the next classroom for the next activity. Where do they go? They look at the next class column. That is their destination and that's where they head to. You can see that the first room is the principal's office along with the administrators. Next to that, you can see the classroom for English and reading. English is a core subject that we work on very seriously right from nursery. Reading is an important part of the English program at Walnut. Students of Standard 1 to 4 have special periods in the timetable just for reading. They get personal instruction from the teachers in small groups. This helps to improve their reading amazingly. You can go through our videos to get to know more about the reading program at Walnut School and its wonderful benefits. It starts right from nursery and helps our kids with a very strong academic foundation. Next to that is the room for hands-on activities, plus art, plus GK, speaking and debates. There are periods for all these activities in the timetable on a regular basis. The GK, speaking and debates are amazing. Kids come home and ask parents such interesting questions. Go explore more about this in the videos that are shared with you. On the opposite side of the corridor, you can see the classroom for science and language arts. Language Arts is an absolutely amazing program to help students of Standard 1 and 2 get started with creative writing. They create a story of their own and are ready to publish it by the end of the year. There's more in the videos that we have shared with you. Next to that is the room for social studies and Marathi. Our social studies curriculum is very interesting. We teach business studies, political science and financial literacy right from Standard 3 in addition to history, geography and economics. In Standard 1 and 2, students learn about the world around them and civic sense as well. You should really go through the videos which have details about this. It's really nice. Peep into any classroom if it's free. You can see a giant TV or a projector on top of the board. This is for the teachers to show presentations as they teach. It keeps the teacher free from writing on the board, so the teacher never has to face her back to the students. Also, since there are no school bags, the aisles between the benches are totally clean and free, so the teacher can walk right up to the last bench. On this floor itself, you can also see the math classroom at the far end of the corridor. If you peep into the math classroom, you can see projectors. This is because in math, there are many steps that the students need to see at a time on the board. And the teacher also needs to point things out on the board. Social studies rooms have projectors too because students need to see many maps. Different subjects have different requirements, so you can see that these things change from class to class. Depending on the location of the classroom and its purpose, some classrooms are also air conditioned. Students also come into the math room to do the information transfer activity. Now, let's walk to the second floor. The first room next to the staircase is the computer lab. Every student here comes 2 times a week. In Walnut School, students have a computer lab period in the timetable right from nursery all the way up to 10th. You can go through our videos to get to know more about the activities and competitions that happen in the computer lab. Next to that is the library and theatre room. We are in the process of making a bigger library space on the 5th floor soon, but right now this is the one that the students use. You can also see mirrors on the wall for when they are practicing dance. You should go through our videos which talk about the activity subjects at Walnut and how they greatly help in the development of students. On the other side of the corridor, you can see some baby Walnut classrooms. These are classrooms that we are using this year for the core academic subjects. The pantry, main office, principal's office and staff room are in the process of shifting out to other locations. You can see that we are shifting the main office to the ground floor. The principal's office, pantry and staff room also have locations on higher floors that they are moving to. This whole floor is just going to be for baby Walnut. We have more to see. Let's go one floor down and see what's on the first floor now. Our teachers have constant access to computers. They use them to prepare for the next classes. They also update parents about what was taught in class that day. Our parents get all the details of every core period. Teachers also use the computers to talk to the parents about how students are doing in their subjects. Our parents are always getting updates and information about what and how their child is doing in school. You should definitely watch our videos to understand more about this too. So here you can see the dining hall where the students eat. You can also see the tiffin racks on this floor. At Walnut, students have a separate place to eat during recess. This has many advantages that you can find out more about in our videos. Here you can see the racks where the students keep their tiffins. Each child has a fixed place on the rack. They keep their tiffins here when they come to school. During recess, they come here and wash their hands. There are also drinking water fountains in this area. They come to their rack and take their tiffin. They keep their folder there and go and have a good break with their friends. When they are done, they put their tiffin back and wash their hands. Then they collect their folder. They chill and have fun with their friends till it's time for the next class. And because of this, they are hands-free all day long. All they carry around is a folder with their worksheets. At the end of the day, they come to the racks to take their tiffin back home. This is only possible because of the separate eating area that we have at Walnut.
In other schools where students eat in their classrooms, they cannot do all this. Washing hands before and after eating is not possible in a classroom setting. Also, the food smells stay in the room, and they also cannot clean up fallen food till the end of the day. It's also not really a change of scenery for the kids. In the dining area at Walnut, students get to relax and sit in groups and have a good break.
You're starting to see how special Walnut School is, aren't you? The spaces, the events, the activities, the details, the features, it all comes together so well. You should definitely watch the video to get an overview of the school and then watch the rest of the videos to understand the amazing features of Walnut School in a much better way. We also have amazing teaching methods in the school, such as bite-sized learning and differentiated teaching, which helps students learn better. Differentiated teaching starts in the secondary section from Standard 6 onwards. It gives each student a personal learning experience for all the core subjects. You should definitely watch the video that explains differentiated teaching and bite-sized learning methods at Walnut School. So in Walnut School, students do not carry school bags, but they do advanced academics. They have textbooks. They do a lot of writing too. Let us quickly see how. In any classroom in Walnut School, you see racks. The textbooks that the students use in school are kept here. The students have their own set of textbooks at home. The textbooks in school are provided by the school. This particular classroom is shared by students of standard 5 to 10 for Marathi. So you can see the Marathi textbooks of all the classes here. The students take the books and study with the help of the books and the presentations that the teacher shows. Then the teacher also gives them notes and worksheets with questions and assignments. The students write on the sheets. If they have homework, then the students take the sheets home to finish them. They look up the homework on the Google Classroom as well. Our homework is properly planned and in limited quantities. It's not an insane amount. So students and parents at Walnut have a balanced life at all times. Anyway, so the students complete the homework and bring that work back to school the next day. The teacher collects the completed worksheets from the students. Then the teacher checks the worksheets and marks her feedback, etc. Then the teacher hands the worksheets back to the students. The students take the printed and written sheets home and file them. At home, they have separate files for each subject, which are given to them at the beginning of the year. The notebook and workbook forms at home this way. They already have their own set of textbooks at home. So we are bagless, but the students still have everything and actually do advanced academics. It's all because of amazing planning, our R&D team and management. That is why only Walnut School can do this, no one else can.
That brings you to the end of the tour. You can explore more of the campus on your own if you wish. Please make sure that you go through all our videos that explain the unique style of education and the experience of students and parents at Walnut School. You should talk to our counselors if you have any questions and to be guided about the next steps. Thank you.